Good afternoon, good afternoon. BASA News, Zachariah Jackson. I'm with my friend ALIF Muhammad, and we're going to talk about, of course, the mayor of Newark and his whole ticket won.
Good afternoon, man. Good afternoon,
And
my brother.
that's kind of, is that kind of rare?
This is my man right here, man. We at my school together. It was hard to keep him neutral and stuff. They kind of got to my boy first and stuff. So he was leaning Gale and stuff. I had to pull him back neutral. I didn't try to pull him. I just pulled him right to neutral and stuff. I didn't try to win my way because he was leaning Gale, man. They gave him a lot of access first, and then later on, we got everybody but the mayor, which you gonna be able to get to easily now.
Well, the thing is this right here. When it comes to politics, and I guess I go a little deep too. I look at the cities as our last stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
As African American people, everybody want to run out to the suburbs and different things of that nature where there's just not the money there. The infrastructure is not there. The infrastructure is really in the cities. That's where you find the airport, you find a real train station, and things.
Well, it's changing. It's changing
Yeah.
because I wanted to be Dennis the Menace.
You wanted to be Dennis?
Yes, yeah. See, look, y'all not old enough. Y'all don't know who Dennis.
I know Dennis. I remember.
See,
Dennis.
I wanted to be Dennis the Menace.
Right.
I wanted the grass.
Right.
I wanted to slide down a rail and
Take
stuff
it right
like Dennis.
friends.
Call Mr. Wilson and next
Right.
door and stuff like that. But we grew up, man. My mother owned the candy store.
Okay.
Shit, I had to fight, either fight them or fight my mother. So I had to learn how to fight them because they wanted free candy. But what I'm saying is, urban the situation, and I found out with my youngest son, who went to Georgetown University at 15 years old.
Okay. Wow.
And what happened was he was raised in Mendham Township.
Okay.
A lot of y'all don't know Mendham Township is like the top 5 or 10 affluent towns, and it's up in Morristown, past Morristown, and I had 6 acres.
I think Whitney Houston had a house.
Whitney Houston, it was 50 African Americans out of 10,000. And I was 4 with my family. Whitney was 4 with her family. So that left 4.
Tyson had one up there too.
No, Tyson was Burnersville.
Okay.
Burnersville. He was on the side. So what happened is he grew up in Mendham and Florent Town and everything.
Sure.
But I used to always keep the Newark in him. The Newark in him. You from Newark? You from Newark? Every time he come to my school, he was involved in Newark. So when he went to Georgetown, or he really wanted to go to Columbia.
Okay.
But Columbia didn't set him. He wanted to be in the urban situation. So I'm like, don't you want to go to Princeton, man? He said, no, Dad, I want Columbia. I want to be in New York. I want to be in the urban situation. So he got Georgetown, and he had Cornell, but his mother went to Cornell. He said, I don't want to go to Cornell.
Okay.
And his mother didn't want to go to, that's all we out there. So he went to Georgetown, and he loved it because he loved the industry. You gotta excuse me, one of my famous friends and it just came in the office too. James Bashir, Ali, who I love dearly, the heavyweight that trained Klitschko in him. He just walked in the office and stuff. So I'll be looking at him because we almost the same age. He's older than me, but we the same age in music. But anyway, so I said to him, son, where you gonna live at? He said, I'm gonna live in Newark.
Right.
So I said, you're making $125,000. I thought you would live in Montclair. So one day I asked him when things got good, I said, when you gonna, you gonna ever go back to Mendham? He said, nah, man. I said, was it a bad experience? He said, no, it was the greatest experience, Dad. I mean, I had the best school, I had best friends.
Sure.
He said, but the urban situation.
Something about that.
Here's a guy making $175,000 a year now and don't own a car.
Wow.
Uber. Walk to the train station.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He lives on James Street. He walk to the train station. Everything is like, bam, bam, bam. I don't need what I need a car for.
That's right.
Our whole key back then was to get a car.
Yeah.
He don't care nothing about a car.
Exactly.
So it is an urban swing, and it's all coming back to, and I'm getting used to it.
Sure.
But it's hard to me because I still every night I got to clean the dirt out my nose.
Right.
Where when you lived in the suburbs all the year, you had that fresh air.
But the money isn't in the suburbs. The money is told there from the people that work in the city.
Correct, but they're coming back. The millennials are coming back.
Coming back to the city. They're coming back to the infrastructure. Right.
I mean, come on, man. You old enough to remember Soho. And Bashir remember Soho. You wouldn't walk on Grand Street in the 70s at night.
No. Or 42nd?
No, I'm talking about down in Soho. I'm talking about 42nd Street was always a lot of police. But I'm talking about, you wouldn't walk on Grand Street and West Broad Street at night. It was all light industry. They closed up.
That's
You
right.
wasn't walking down. The picture Ghost made, the Soho, in the picture where he got, he got killed and he came back and Whoopi
Right.
Goldberg. But you wouldn't walk on that street. Now it costs you $4 million an apartment and stuff like that. That shows everybody want to be where the action is. You want to eat. You want to go downstairs and
Sure,
eat.
sure.
You want to go downstairs and see a
Sure.
show.
That's right.
And this is like when I used to do shows, as some of you know, I was a concert promoter. When I used to do shows at Lincoln Center, the day of the show I would sell 400 tickets because people would just, honey, what we doing? Oh, Roberta Flack is at Lincoln Center.
Oh, God.
And
All
they just
right.
would go. Just get
That's
up and
right.
go. They would just get up and go. That's how New York is, and that's how it's going. It's coming back now.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
Because 78 was billed, and 78 guys in 280 was not billed for you guys in 80. It was billed for the white flight.
To get out.
Yeah, to get out.
But now
Get
everybody's trying
back.
to come back.
Now everybody going
Because
back.
I'm going to work at 2 in the morning. I see downtown Newark.
That's
I see
right.
all kinds of
That's
people
right.
out there
That's
now,
right.
You know. But again, with the mayor now, with his team, the whole team
That's right.
together, there were some obstacles
Yes.
at first. Joe McCullough, Megan Keys running against him.
Say it ain't so, Joe.
Say it ain't so, Joe, as some people said it. And the young lady from the Central Ward, LaMonica.
Right.
Right. I'm so used to saying Monica. So forgive me, hard for me to say LaMonica,
Yeah.
LaMonica. Now that the whole seat now that he has, his whole team is in office.
Right.
What can we expect now?
4
For
more
the city.
years of moving forward. First place, the mayor had a mandate.
Okay.
If the mayor kept saying it to rallies and to his team, I know we're going to win,
Sure.
but we want to destroy them. And the reason why we want to beat them so bad is because we want to let people outside of Newark
Sure.
understand that the city's behind me. Because he said he would go to places and they would say, man, I'm hearing all these crazy things about Newark and this and that, and they're complaining about this, but you got $4 billion coming in. One mayor told them, if I had $4 billion coming to my city, they would make a statue for me.
Wow.
I'm not talking millions now, I'm talking billions.
Billions. Yeah.
1,000, what's that, 1,000 million,
Oh man.
4
I
times.
can't count that high.
I can't even count that time. I mean, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And you got it coming in, it's going to change the whole concept of Newark, but that's why he had to win. Joe's situation was, I like Joe. I like him because Joe came out of the same background I came out.
Sure.
But Joe made the right choices.
Sure.
He could have made the wrong choices. He could have been a street guy. He made the choices of going to Air Force.
Right.
You become a college professor and do different things. So you got to respect him for his choices. He had a lot of problems up there because the West Ward is the lower West Ward, the middle, which is Columbia. Then you have Upper Vailsburg.
Sure.
And then you have some of the other sides. And Upper Vailsburg is still ran by Ron Wright Sr.
Okay.
And, he wants somebody to kiss the ring, and I don't think Joe was the kiss the ring guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, and Ron deserved his props, but I remember Ron when he first came in, Bashir know too, when he first came to town in 69 and opened up a record store on Chancellor Avenue. He just got on the police force. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is it's time to back up, to let somebody else come in.
Sure.
So what he had to do was get his butt out there, and the general, Miri Baraka went up there with 50 strong, and they pulled it off. LaMonica's situation was different, LaMonica,
Very young one.
young woman, 31 years old, not known a lot about, but Central Ward all the way.
Sure.
Because I'm telling you, man, when Rahman Muhammad told me that the pick for the Central Ward was going to be LaMonica, I had a problem too. I said, spell that for me? He's like, ALIF, LaMonica. I'm like, oh, okay. I had to Google it.
Right.
So I come back and Google because whoever ran against GAYLE, I was going to be on the opposite side. Whoever ran the man pick, I was going to be on the opposite side. So I Googled and I said, oh, I remember her. I
Okay.
always remember her around the man and stuff, but she's real quiet, but she was always pleasant. She would give me a smile,
Right.
Never say hi, but then when I looked at her accolades, I'm like, wow, man, this young girl did all this stuff at a very early age.
Yes.
And then when I told you, people like, oh, ALIF knocks people. No, I appreciate achievement. I appreciate accomplishments. The young lady, that's your man Osman Shabazz. I gotta call him back. The young lady works at Montclair as director of personnel for 3,500 employees. Now, I lived 4 years in Montclair. Montclair has always been affluent. And if they hired her, that means she's on point. To run her staff, that means she's on point.
Yes.
So you had to give her props on that. Sean did a good job. He had the name recognition. They even came out with the thing that nobody knew LaMonica. I mean, even though Sean knew she was in Central when he worked there.
Right.
But they did a good job. Nobody knew LaMonica. Nobody knew LaMonica. Oh, well, she's a carpetbagger. She's a carpetbagger. She's a carpetbagger. But what Sean didn't understand, and you know, I kind of went in on him, which I didn't, you know, that he didn't understand the intellectual part of applying politics.
Sure.
You got to look at what's your cake, what's your ingredients, and your ingredients in the biggest ingredients in the Central Ward, the flour, is senior citizens. They didn't know him. Yeah, the hood knew him, maybe some other people knew him, but nobody knew the senior citizens knew OG. He lost right then and there.
But with all that's been said and done, even the mayor said it, that now maybe it's time that we all work together. Can we bury the hatchet on a lot of the things that were said and done? Can we?
Well, I know LaMonica. I know LaMonica can, because she said it before while they was running. I mean, she was very upset.
She said Sean done a good job.
She said, "I like him." Yeah. Now, see, he didn't know she was even watching him.
Right.
She said, "I like him, Ali." That's how she talked. I like him, and I like what he do. I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna support him. So LaMonica have no problem. You know what I mean? LaMonica have no problem. Joe was a pretty rough race. It said some very, very nasty things about him, but what people don't understand, because everybody thought he was Leroy Jones or Mama Baraka's son. He got a way of working with people. Because I always tell him, I said, "You make me soft." So he laughed. I said, "Why?" I said, "Because I used to beat my enemies with success." And he said, "That's a good thing." I said, "No, you done switched me up now. Now I'm trying to make my enemies my friends."
Yes.
And he's great at it and stuff like that. So I think there's some people that's not going to be able to get back to the table. The Jenkins, I don't think they're going to ever get back to the table. But, you know, because it was such a personal attack on his family.
Yes.
You know, it just wasn't on him. They attacked him.
But you know, at the end of the day, we like the politicians, we like the public servants, but it is a job, and people get paid, and it's a good job. It's a 4-year locked-in job.
Yeah, but
unless you get impeached. Or something.
Yeah, but Zach, I don't work for the city. I don't get nothing from the city.
Right.
Why was it such a personal attack against
me? Because it's
a
personal attack against
I think I might need therapy. You know, man, they went in on me.
Well, we've seen it with the president race, that how it was with Trump and Hillary Clinton.
But
we see it's dirt, man. It's dirt.
Yeah, but I don't have no job. I have my own school.
I know.
Me and the mayor ain't boys like that. I mean,
but they think you are.
They think that's my little brother, and I love him, man. You know.
But I'm just saying, can we?
It's a 16-year difference in age.
Right.
You know,
whole different styles and everything.
That's right, man.
But can we somehow, for the betterment of the city? I mean, you would have to be blind, and I won't say blind because my father was blind, but you would have to just be an outright fool not to like what's happening in the city of Newark. Yes. I mean, with the growth that's happening. I mean, tell me, somebody you would have to be. I don't know, man. But
look at this.
Some of this got to come this way.
But look at Kevin and look at Kevin Jenkins and Eric Dawson still talking about. Oh, the people didn't come out. 85%. If 85% of the people came out, she would have lost 70,000 to 15,000. You know, the mandate wasn't there. I mean, you didn't win your own block. So, but you come in, you still talking. The mayor comes in with an olive branch. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He comes with an olive branch because he has to govern the city. He knows Sean is an important part of the city.
He said it the other night. He said it on Facebook. He said he liked Sean.
He said it.
And that he wants Sean to continue to be doing what he was doing.
And he's going to help him. He's going to help him.
Yeah.
And so Sean, if you're listening, you need to go see the mayor because he'll help you more. He said the problem with you is you don't know how to ask. You got to coach.
But the thing is this, right? It's across the board. You know, today I'm 55 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
that's right. It was your birthday.
Yeah. I went back to Howard Street just about 3 hours ago and was just taping around Howard Street and my life there. the battles that we had, the fights that we fought each other. You know, thank God that we didn't use a gun and shoot each other, because now we see each other.
Correct.
And we hug each other.
Correct.
How's your family? How is this, that, and other? You know, how can we get past a lot of the things that even was said? Can we not? Can we do as we did? Have the arguments, have the disagreements, foe become friend, instead of just outright canceling somebody all the way like they're doing today, where they're just taking a gun and just shooting.
I don't know.
Can we do bigger?
We appreciated your skills. We appreciate even if you lost, you fought back. That meant something.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm talking about in the political race.
In the political race,
can we?
We'll see. I mean,
I hope
we'll see. I mean, but I'm just listening still the rhetoric out there.
I
mean, they're falling off now because it's really deaf ears and stuff like that. For instance, look at Eric Dawson's show. Eric Dawson was up to 2,500 listeners, viewers. He done dropped down to 500. That's a huge drop. Wow. He went from 2,500 people to 500 people. And if he don't change, the guy Butchie that was with the council person, I even told Butchie when I was going on Eric Dawson, I said, Butchie never was big in the city, worked with Quintana, who was the councilman at large this time, that this time beat Mildred. Mildred was never beaten before, beat Mildred by 100 points. Right? I said, you got to beef with Quintana, you need to make up because he showed he didn't need you.
Right.
So a lot of times, when we would beat a joker up, they would respect us.
Sure.
These guys, you beat them up, and then they go upstairs and they throwing rocks out the window. You're like, damn, I just beat them.
But them rocks gonna fall right now on deaf ears.
It is on deaf ears.
And the bottom line is that the city is moving on.
Because there's $4 billion coming. That's before the Weston House thing on Orange Street. Okay. That $1 billion is not counted in.
Okay.
So you're talking about
on the west, right there on Orange and Martin Luther King and
that train station.
Right there. Okay.
$1 billion.
For the building that's going to be
That's
built.
a new $1 billion deal. And what I'm saying to you is, and everybody like, it's downtown. Yeah, but 30% has to be minority workers.
Sure.
30% of that building.
Now, what kind of building is it going to be?
It's going to be office space,
okay,
apartments, stores. So somebody got to work them stores.
Sure.
Somebody going to live, them people that live there is going to create services for restaurants and different things. Sure. Gas stations. People don't look at it's like the mayor said, when we get to 50,000 jobs, it brings another 100,000 jobs with it because somebody has to service it.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is it's going to spread. It's going to spread. I had a friend of mine that lived in Upper Vailsburg, a school teacher, and she called me and said, you were so right. So I said, what you mean? She said, an Asian gentleman just knocked on my door Saturday and said, hi, I'm just admiring your house. I'd like to buy it. And he knew what I paid for, and he offered me $100,000 more. Wow. She said, ALIF told me that was going to go down. I said, don't worry, it's going to go up to $200,000. It's going to go up to $200,000 more because they coming. And see, everybody can't live downtown because the kids situation is sure. See, a lot of people don't know that's what brought back Maplewood. That's what brought back South Orange because Hoboken didn't give you that grass.
Sure.
And when they did that Midtown direct train, that's what brought Maplewood and South. Because I had a friend that bought a house there 20-something years ago for $180,000. House worth $600,000. Easy. In Maplewood right now. And that's what's going to happen in Weequahic section, North section. Yeah. That's what's happening in the Clinton Hill section. Sure. That when we were kids, Bass should tell you, man, that was our dream to live off of Rose Terrace. Okay. Oh, man, that was like, you was doing it. Or South 10th Street, or between Clinton Avenue, or 14th and Madison Avenue. Yeah. Oh, my God, you was doing it, man, people don't know that.
That's high living.
Yeah, them big houses on Osborne Terrace. Yeah. Them houses all gonna come back and stuff like that.
Yeah. Chadwood and all that right there. Yeah.
So what else you want to talk about? Because I just pray. I just hope they all come back together.
I hope so. I
don't think the Jenkins. And I'm talking about Kevin.
I hope so.
And Gayle.
I hope so.
I think they're gonna have to find the slow train out of North because I don't see no smiling faces on the municipal level for them. I don't see them on the county level. And I don't see it on the state level.
Well, sometimes, we have to still find a way to heal, past things. Mm-hmm. Election is over.
Soul Train out of town.
Don't
take the fast Amtrak.
They're still good people.
Hey,
You know,
the New Jersey Transit, the local one that makes the local stops. You know what I mean? When you go down there, you can take the one, make the local stops to Roselle and to pick it in.
I would just hope that we, you know, that we can come into meetings where we're working together, where we're working to build take no to another level. Let me ask you about the Amazon project. People ask me that right there. Is it still coming?
Yes. It's still a shot.
Still a shot.
It's still a shot, but they doing their due diligence. Because I told you last time I talked, I was walking down the street, and them guys was, I seen the trucks. And I was walking with a young lady from Prudential. She said, "Oh no, they might ask questions and everything. They still doing due diligence." The reason why we in play is because everybody else is offering 500 million. We offer 7 billion. You follow me? That's the billion is done. But the main thing is the mayor's working. If it don't come in, the 5 billion that the state was going to kick in, he's asking Governor Murphy to keep the 5 billion in play. So maybe they could offer it to another company, a billion here, a billion here, a billion here.
Break it up.
Break it up. Right. Even if they could bring in somebody for $1 billion.
Well, you know, here's one personal attacks, I guess, that I'm kind of slighted by, is that they always talk about the billions that's coming from the city. And I had an interview with some of the independents. I said, but what about the billions that's coming from the state?
And that's what the state do. But see, Murphy said...
But no, I'm saying that there's no negative energy coming from the state. There's more negative energy just coming from the city.
He'll tell you, because he was talking about the $2 billion. They don't talk about the $5 billion with the state.
So,
but the state has been doing it, and Murphy came in and said, "Hey man, this got to stop." Panasonic, they gave them 115 million, and their whole thing is they got to make 200 jobs, new jobs in Newark. Prudential came in for 300 million that building, and they got to make 400 jobs. So Murphy said they spend $175,000 for a job, per job for a new job. He said, well, Massachusetts is spending $25,000. He said we got to change that around. Okay. So he's down with the mayor, but what I'm saying is I mean, come on, man, you get somebody 300 million, all they got to do is 400 jobs. I mean, Audible, I think they got to do 100 jobs, even though Audible is greater than that because they started with 100 jobs, now they're up to 1,400. And my niece just got in the program that the city is doing, that the mayor's doing with they're taking in 200 unskilled workers and teaching them how to work for Audible, how to interview, how to make a resume, and prepare for this job. So this program, they're going to take out of the 200, they're going to take 150.
Well, let me ask you, what is Audible?
Audible is Audible, ladies and gentlemen, is when you ride down off of Orange and
no, I know where it's at. Right, I know. But
it's a company owned by Amazon.
Okay.
And what it does is instead of reading a book, which might be better for me in a minute because the scene, you listen to.
Oh, okay.
So you can play it on your phone.
Okay. Then do all books that way.
You do all books that way. So instead of you put your earphones on, instead of you reading it, which you could do, you buy the book online,
right,
and you get it and you listen to it. So that's a big thing.
Wow.
That's a big
that's
thing.
just real big. Okay.
That's a big thing.
Okay.
Imagine school books like that.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Yeah. It's a great learning and quicker.
So you're saving on printing.
Sure.
You're saving on time.
Yeah. Time.
Wow, man.
It takes time to read.
That's deep.
That's deep.
See, we like bing, 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 bing. Me and you, bing, 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 bing. And them numbers start flashing. Bing, 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 bing. So, because that's the biggest thing about making a book.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Making a book. Time consuming, all that printing and everything.
Then now, as you get older, your eyes get tired.
That's
right.
right.
Oh man, you have a whole lot of different classes and all that
stuff.
That's right. Okay, so give me a prediction, bro. We wrap this up. ALIF. Newark in 2022, which would be the next mayor election.
Right.
Success?
Huge success. Inshallah means God willing. Huge success. Because the intellects, the people with the higher grade level, they're big on Ross.
Wow.
They appreciate what he's doing. They can see what he's doing.
They see the vision.
Oh man, they see the vision and stuff. I mean, this guy has Rutgers involved in everything.
Sure.
You know what I mean, come on, man. He has. Oh no, man. St. Barnabas. They appreciate what he's doing. If you took, and me and you, it was funny. So if you'd have went to Whole Foods.
Sure.
And did an interview with 50 people. Now they had to live in North.
Right.
That shop at Whole Foods. 98% would have said they liked what Ross was doing.
Wow.
But if you'd have went to the barbershop and the beauty parlor on Burger Street,
Okay.
it would have been half said they didn't like what Ross was doing.
Okay.
Because you talked about it. Because you said you would sit in certain restaurants.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
knocked up.
yeah.
But guess what? Them people don't vote.
That's right.
They don't
That's
vote. They just be talking
It's
and
just
stuff
talk.
like that. It's like LaMonica told me one day before the election. She said, yeah, I was seeing this guy up on 18th Avenue. And they was like, oh, with OG. OG, yes. OG. My first bill was with OG. This and that. He said, well, who did you last time you voted? She said, I never voted.
Right.
But I'm with OG. Come on, man. So, yes. Look what's coming. 10,000 new residents just downtown.
10,000.
We don't know what's going on uptown. Now, I think it's all good because, remember, in my childhood, it was 440,000 Norcas, the population. Now it's 330-something thousand. So we got room for 100,000 more. And I want middle class and upper middle class people here. So I'm talking about maybe 20,000 new people that's going to appreciate what the mayor's doing.
Sure.
The ideas is what he's doing because they're going to understand it.
Right.
It's not going to be a personal thing. Well, I went down to City Hall and he didn't give me a job, or or something like that. Well, I went down there twice. It's like the mayor said, you came down here twice. He said, but you went to the corner every day.
Sure.
So keep coming every day.
But then some of the backbiting I did get from people that
Didn't vote, did.
don't know, not the ones that the people that he did get jobs.
Right.
And I had, as a reporter, I had to look through a lot of things. A lot of times he gave them the job that they qualified for, and they had a secret vendetta because they didn't get a better job.
Oh, I got some
You
friends like that.
understand me? Now,
we might be talking. Off the camera, we might be talking about the same person.
Because I'm saying,
people.
because after talking to them,
Yeah, but they got $90,000 jobs.
But I
They
kept
got
hearing their
$90,000
bitterness.
They
and I
got
said, wait a minute. I
$90,000
said, hold. You did get a job.
$90,000
Right.
jobs.
But then they want a
and
better.
They were qualified.
Yeah.
They were qualified. But the man.
No, they wanted a better job.
I'm
And
telling
they
you,
created
I know some
endeavor.
people.
I
know some
vendetta
people
because
did
of that.
I know some people that did that.
I
know
never
some
had a
people
mayor
that
to
did
give me a job.
I mean, yeah, and I didn't even. Well, I was one
Oh,
of
my
those.
God.
What I'm saying is, I'm just saying that's deep, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
deep.
That's
But
it.
they were qualified.
Yeah. No, they were qualified for that job.
They were qualified.
But then they wanted another job, but it's like, what job did you go for? They went for that
he's
job,
going,
and they thought...
like Jack Kelly, he's a Caucasian. Okay, you see Leroy Jones, a.k.a. Mama Baraka's son. You're like, oh, man, he going to be all black and stuff. He's about what's all good for
the
North.
city.
He's what's good. Come on, you took a BA that was a Caucasian man, that was the president.
Well, we've always worked with everybody.
I
It's
mean,
just
but what
that,
I'm saying is, come on, man. I mean, we're bigger than that,
yeah,
man.
we've always,
we're
the
bigger
black
than
American, we've always been bigger
I mean,
than that.
let me tell you a story.
People work
Ruben
with
and
us.
Johnson and Bill Mans had the ShopRite land. Sharp gave it to them.
Sure.
And they were supposed to do such and such. They didn't do it. And Ruben is a friend of mine. And probably one of the baddest entrepreneurs you want to see. But they couldn't get it done. It was over their head. Then when Booker has them to sell it to somebody else, the Tucker Group, whatever group that sell it, now go up there, man. There's so much going on there, man. It's like, it's action, man. I be spending my money, man. I be in there, man. I'm in
there shopping almost every other day.
Pharmacy and stuff. They know me and stuff. I had to raise a little hell because I was living in Montclair one time, the pharmacy up there in Bloomfield. And every time they wasn't giving me the service, I said, hey, I was getting better service in Montclair. They had the store manager call me, the general manager called me, and the pharmacy said, it never happened again, Mr. Mom. I said, you got to give these people the same service that I see in these other ShopRites. But the food is great, man. I have a bar. It's like a social event up there.
It's everything.
I go to Taco Bell up there.
Yeah.
I done stayed away from the Popeyes.
Popeye.
You know what I mean? I done been to all the stores up there, man. My granddaughter be getting the nails done up there, and
they done a lot with that area.
Boy, it's like it's blooming.
Yeah. I was there, I think in 2015 when they first opened. Was it 2015? Yeah, 2015. In October, and the guy that owned it, the white guy, I interviewed him.
Right.
And I asked him. I said, I guess this shop right here would mimic the one in East Orange. And I guess he was a little, he was a little didn't know which way this thing was going to go at that time,
Yeah.
so he didn't answer that question.
It's
but
not that bad.
It's not
that bad. It's not that bad. It mimics the suburban.
Yeah.
It mimics the
Well,
suburban.
what I meant by that right there, by the volume of people.
Right.
Because the one of them needs starting to have a
Yeah,
volume
but
of
it's
people.
that's like a crazy
yeah,
house.
yeah,
man.
yeah. They got probably.
It's like a crazy house.
Redo it. But
You know
anyway,
what I mean? I was in line one time, man. I had to buy some milk. The line was almost out the block.
man.
So
Everybody, man.
I went by, the cashier didn't see me. I paid, I gave her the money and walked out.
Yeah.
I put the money on the side.
yeah.
I mean, she didn't say I put it right on the edge.
Yeah.
I walked by, she thought I was just walking by. I put the money in, I'm like, hey, man, I ain't waiting in this line.
Yeah. But it's the
Yeah.
volume of people that's
But
there.
it's not like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, in 5 or 10 minutes,
You
know,
got it.
You out of there. You out
And we still have the same volume. I was really going with the amount of people.
The
that,
parking is excellent, man.
The parking is beautiful.
The parking is excellent.
Can't be done.
The McDonald's there is excellent.
McDonald's,
And then
Popeyes.
I appreciate the whole food,
Yeah.
man, because I was a whole food person when I lived in Montclair and everything like that. I was a whole. Back in the day, I was a King's person.
Okay.
You know, the Kings.
I remember the Kings.
You know, Kings. But the whole food, man, I would go down there, man, and I get me a steak and stuff. It'd be like $10 a pound, like that. Then I have to slice it. That's the steak is so thin and slice it. Now I got me 2 steaks, first quality and stuff.
Well, Newark is on the rise.
You know?
It's on the rise.
Get me some red wine and without the alcohol in it. I miss the alcohol. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't had none in 30-something years.
Good,
But what I'm
good.
saying is, I get the non-alcohol with the red wine, and see, y'all guys gotta get hit. You gotta have the steak with the red wine and the fish with the white wine, and then you in the middle with your rosé and stuff. Cause I was doing rosé before the rappers was doing the rosé and stuff.
In 4 years,
Uh-huh.
what do we see in terms of the political arena? Do you think?